This is mental here, but just putting a snotty back at a snotty. I weighed it actually because it was quite big for a snotty. It was £6.10, and then I had a little comment earlier while I'm putting Mr. Snotty back. This little fella rips off double 18mm boilie. This one took. Unbelievable. That's the second comment I've had this morning, but the other one was only a tiny one, so I didn't bother. And it was hammering it down with rain again, as you can see by the wetsuit. Pretty windy, as you can probably hear, but I'll get this one back. What else has been going on? Now Alex has just dropped off breakfast, drops off these massive great breakfast rolls. You can have it up at the main restaurant or you can have it down here. I like to have it at the swing personally. He brings you a great big baguette like that, full of sausages, bacon, scrambled egg. You can barely lift it, let alone eat it all. Anyway, right, get this for the back. What I mean about the old breakfast roll, look at the size of that. Look. For look, shitloads in there, look. Bacon, sausage, scrambled egg. It'll be twice the size when I get home. I'll have sheer must be obeyed having a go. You know? Never mind, enjoy it while it lasts, eh? Right, I'm going to plan my way through this. I'll catch you later. Right, well, what's been happening? Pulled everything in. Went down, got the boat, went out in the boat, baited up, put about 2.5 kg of 18mm boilies and chops in. This is what I'm using, I'll show you. There you go. Put about 2.5 kg of that in till tonight. I've just got the rods back out again. I've only been out about half hour because it's hard getting them out because of the wind, you know. It's so windy and the wind's coming in at about 45 degrees to me. So obviously what's happening, you've got to really whack it so that your lead is to stop hard. Then it straightens the line out as it lands and hopefully you're in the right place, but it is heavy going. Bizarre, last night the fish was crashing out like there was no, I've never heard nothing like it. There was some big lumps crashing out there and all, something, must have been cats I reckon, some of them attacking on the surface. It's about, it's hard to tell because it was pitch black night where it was cloudy and you can't see nothing here. But I would say, judging from the sound, probably 40-50 yards out to sort of in front of me to my left, they was on the surface definitely, and the noise they was having a go, and there's no bird life on it, there hardly anything bird life, so it's not birds. I'm assuming it was cats. I mean there's pike in here, it could be pike, I don't know. But the bizarre thing is, I'm in number 21, 14, 15 and 16, 3 down there, and not getting no bites. Then there's another lad in 10, he's not getting none. And then you've got 3 lads in 4, 5 and 6, they're getting fish as well. Just don't make sense. So I've been chatting to the lads in 14, 15 and 16, and the only thing that I can see that they're doing differently, you know, we were saying we just can't make it out, it's so bizarre, there's fish all over them, they're flushing out, is the fact that they're tipping their boilies off the colour, and I'm not. When I first got here I did, I put 3 rods out, and I put one on a single bottom bait, one on a snowman with a pink pop-up on it, and one on a pink choddy. Single bottom bait went, the other two nothing. But I left the choddy on the pink and I changed the snowman over to a yellow snowman. I did eventually get one bite from that, but still on the left hand single boilie, that's the one catching fish. So I thought, right. So what I did, I changed the snowman onto a 1.5. I put 1.5 a chop on it, right? And then I took the pop, changed that over to a heli, and I put that on with 2 halves on it back to back. And since then, all 3 rods have been catching. So, and that don't matter how I seem to vary that. Like I've had double 18 millis on, they're taking them. Single, they're taking them. 1.5, they're taking them. 2 halves, they're taking them. They don't seem to want to take anything with colour on. So, and those boys, all of theirs, they've got everything tipped up with colour, which they've been coming in for 8 years. So, it's worked for them before, but possibly it's not working for them now. I don't know. Yesterday afternoon, the local restaurateur, he turned up, and he'd done a few hours. And even he said to me, he said, "I'll tip it off with pink or white." And I said to him, "It's not working." And he said, "Use a small pop-up." That's not working either. But I'm getting bites the other way. And he had one fish, a small common. I don't know how he had it, what sort of bait setup he was using or what they was using. But it's just, I don't know. They're going to give it a go now anyway, take the colour off and see what happens. If anything does happen down there, it just don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. I mean, between them, they've got like 12 rods out, and they're not getting bites. Now that just doesn't make it wood. If you can, the lady in a couple of swims up as well, Martin, oh, he's not getting bites either. So there's 16 knots that are not getting bites. Just don't make sense. So, we'll see what happens as it goes on later on, see if they do manage to get some bites by taking the colour off. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work, but it's just, it seems to me that they're doing differently. I don't know what bait they're using over there. I know they're using bigger baits than me. I'm using 18 minis, they're using 20s. The main reason for the big baits is just to keep breathing away, really. What I've done with the cat rod, I had a little touch of a run on it last night. Not what you would call like a big run or a take or anything, but it had a little, you know, probably moved about sort of 4 or 5 inches. Well, we actually got one of the pellets, so I managed that, but he got one of them. So what I've done now, I've put 2 pellets on again, 2 30mm bloody little pellets, but I've sandwiched a little strip of steak in between them, so it's all nice and bloody. So see if that brings anything. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about catfishing really. It's just a sort of bit of opportunist, and they're in here, they're big. Got to have a go in. But anyway, I'll catch you later, and we'll see. And I'll let you know as well. See if what happens there. If that does make a difference. The old wind's going on. Absolute nightmare. There you go. That's life, isn't it? And it is like the beginning of October, so I expect a bit of crap really, but it's still warm, it's cold as well. Anyway, I'll catch you later on, and hopefully with a fish. Oh yeah. Well, it's getting towards dinner time now. Not much has happened, to be honest, this afternoon. I think I've had some shoulder snotties moved in because I keep getting a load of beeps, and I did actually get a snotty of about £2. Took 2 18mm boilies on a size 8 hook, would you believe? But there you go. Just been out and baited up. The wind has been horrendous this afternoon. I've had a look at the weather, and it's supposed to be easing off in the morning back to how it was before, which wasn't too bad. But this is just where it's pumping. Well, it's pumping like straight across my swim, and with the other lads down the bank there, it's pumping straight into their swim. So getting your rigs out is virtually impossible. But you're really having to whack them, and I mean, like mine, I've got one at about 110, one at 96, and one at about 85. And the 85 one ain't too bad, because that goes sort of at an angle, and it sort of stays alright. You've got to hit the clip hard to straighten the line, but it does do it. The other two, you just got to wait and hope that the wind drops enough, you know. And what happens, you wait there ages and ages and ages, and there you are like this, ready, the wind drops, and just as you swing the rod forward it gets back up again. And a couple of times I'd already let go, you know what I mean? So nothing you can do about it, but anyway, hopefully it'll improve during the night. We're supposed to have a few showers during the night again as well, so but we have been getting, like, as the afternoon's going on, you are getting these little lulls in the wind. I mean, all that time I've been out in the bait, you could have put your rigs out in the boat, putting the bait out, you could have put your rigs out easy. And now I've come in, it don't matter anyway, I'm not putting them out now, I'm just going to go up and get showered, and then I'm going to have some dinner, and get back up here nice and early, get the rigs out, and hopefully get some more fish, something a bit bigger. I mean, so far 27, that's the biggest one. I'd have liked something a bit bigger than that, really. Before I left the UK, I sort of had a mindset that if I got 10 fish over the week, I was going to be happy. But I was sort of thinking more 10, you know, reasonable 20 plus fish. But I don't know, just how it is. Finding the big ones, who knows? It was 89 acres. Good news, a lad did on the, he's right on the other side, on the other bank, which is the west bank. I'm on the east bank, he's on the west bank, and he's sort of virtually opposite me. He's the other side of that spit where I'm fishing, and he's on a swim that's like a point there. There's two swims, so it looks alright and all. He had a 61 pound sturgeon last night, so he's over the moon, he's happy, he's had a right result. Good luck to him. Unfortunately, poor beggar's all on his own over there. There's no one else over there, just him, and he's had to photograph the fish on the mat because he ain't even got a self-tape kit, like, you know. It's a bit of a shame, but there you go. And I mean, obviously I don't know the fella, and he ain't got my phone number or anything, and it is one hell of a trek to get round there. Take you ages to get round, you have to drive. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go get some grub now and get showered and that, and I'll see you later, hopefully with some fish. If not, definitely an update before I turn in for the night. Laters. Oh yeah, anything to report? Yeah, it's a crap night out there. Had a brilliant dinner though. Yeah, been and had dinner. Got the rods all back out again. It's like the wind is howling again. It's been pouring down with rain. Just making hard work of it really, but there you go. Keep trying, innit? Good news is that the three lads down in 4, 5 and 6, they've had some bigger fish today. So it's looking up. Maybe the big fish are going to bite, I don't know, we'll have to see. But certainly some better fish have come out. The lads in between on 10, 14, 15, 16, still not doing no good. The lad in 10, he did get into a fish, but the others was just coming off to dinner as he got into it, so they didn't know what it was at the time. But hopefully, it says the showers are going to push through tonight, and they're going to ease off tomorrow, and this wind's going to ease up a bit. I'm hoping it does, because it is horrendous. It's just making life so difficult to cast, to row the boat out, to put bait out, you know. It's just a bloody nightmare really, but you can't control that, can you, you know. all the time I was like building up to coming out here. The weather was looking good all the time, and apparently last week it was absolutely marvellous here. I was all walking around in shorts, so you know, just one of those things. But and the weather is supposed to pick up after tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get through tonight and things will look up. Little lad down there he's in 5, oh, no 6, he's in 6. He's for the second night running, his alarms have gone screaming off and he didn't wake up. His brother's come down, and his brother's a lot older than him, like he's 50 metres away. He heard the alarms going, and all 3 alarms where the lines had crossed over, like where it had picked up the other lines, it turned out to be a 44-pound sturgeon. Unbelievable. But there you go, and he didn't wake up, and they're saying to him, your lines are going, your rods are going, your alarms are screaming. He's going, what, mine? Are they mine? But there you go, never mind, still. Oh, good fun, and he'll learn. But yeah, that wind's backed off now for a minute or two, fortunately, because it does get you down. It just keeps pounding you all day long. But never mind, we'll see if we can get through it. Anyway, I'm going to make a cup of tea, I think, because it's a bit chilly. And anything happens, I'll let you know. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Latest. Wednesday morning. What a night last night. That wind, unbelievable. I only just put the rods out a little while ago, back out. I had 2 fish during the night. A small, funny carp, motley coloured one. Not seen one like that before. And I had a 20-pound 4-ounce one. I didn't even try and put the rods back out because the wind was just coming across here so hard that, like, the same about 45 degrees, and it's pitch black with a cloud cover, and that you just couldn't see where they was going to land or anything. Plus the second one, the 20-pounder, he picked up one of the other lines as well, and it was pretty much a right pain. So I did manage to separate the 2 lines last night on the side of the bank there, but one of them, the one that got picked up, it finished up with a frap up in it as well. So I just thought to myself, oh, like, park them up for the night now. You're not going to know where they're going to land anyway. You can't see. It's almost impossible to hit the clip. So I just parked them up and had a good night's sleep, which I feel much better for. So there was that to it anyway. Plus it got a bit chilly last night as well, and like with that wind blowing and that, it wasn't fun basically. So anyway, started off again this morning, put them all back out. They're all out on their proper spots now, and we'll see what happens. There wasn't as much crashing last night from the fish. There was still down to the left of me on the surface. I'm sure that's cats that are around this area. And there seemed to be some light out to me right as well near. There's a bunch of lily pads over there. Just what is it? Just over there. No, over there, sorry. Over there. There is the lily pads, just at the back there. And you can actually see them now. You couldn't see them before because the water was so rough. There seems to be a lot of like surface movement in there during the night, but other than that, and some sort of, I don't know what it was, sounded like a pig. Maybe it was a baby wild boar or something oinking at the back of the bivvy there last night during the night. It's wonderful, but there you go, never mind. Anyway, I'm going to drink my cup of tea now that I've just made, and sky's looking a bit more promising today too, and the forecast is better, so hopefully we're going to have a decent day. We'll see. Laters. Well, update time. Update what? Nothing really. Don't know what's going on. It's gone absolutely dead. I had a strange bite earlier. Done a run about 3 or 4 inches and stopped. So I thought to myself, right, the bobbin's gone right up the top light, so I thought, okay, give it a second or so, nothing. So I thought, right, drop the slack line, like pull some slack off the spool and just put the bobbin back down again and see what happens. Anyway, pulled it back down, bobbin's gone down. About 10 seconds later, no, it's gone like a rocket. A bobbin shot straight up, hit the rod, the lines come out of the bobbin, struck into it, nothing there. So I don't know what the hell. I mean, it was a really violent the way it took it, but there was nothing there. So, I don't know. But other than that, since then I've had nothing. Talking to the others, they've nothing at all. It just seems to have gone absolutely dead. There's been one or two fish crashing out here and there, but not that many. But I'll show you around a bit anyway. Right, well, this is, show you like up the end here where I am, which is, that is to my right of my swim down there. That is the end of the lake. Right, that's you can see the lily pads along there. You see them today. That's where I've got a rod up against them, but my one up against them is, let's go in, out, it's in that bit there, right, that little curved bit. That's where my rod is, that is in there. It's so that's produced me a few fish, but not today. Then you come along here, there's that's a spit there coming out, that there, the end of those trees there, that's a spit, and there's like in between them two trees there, there's like, that's where it's fed. There's a little river runs in there, and that's what actually feeds the lake. Then the other side, it goes down the same as it does this side, so you've got that bit like where this bit here is just a spit sticking out, and it can be fished either side. You can't fish off of there. I think you can actually get on there, but the far side of it, not this side of it that I am. Then I'll just move you around a bit, but if you look, oh, that's me, bash the rods. If you look further round, I don't know who lives there, but there's a beautiful house over there that really is lovely. And then the lake goes down the bottom there. That's obviously, there's that tree's in the way now, but down behind that tree down the far end is the dam wall, and then this is the east bank, that's the south bank where the dam wall is. Where I showed you up the end there by the spit is the north bank, and dead opposite over there where that house is the west bank. So it's a nice place, the swims are nice and all that. I'll show you a couple of the swims next to me, if you can sort of see. So, look, that's a swim up, this is the next swim along. I must admit, they're not that far apart along here. What it would be like if there was a lot of people here, I'm not sure. For sure, they had 4 rods all the time, all year. So it might get a bit cramped, I don't know. That's the next swim. They're nice swims. I mean, that's not a particularly big one, that, but they're all barked out and that nicely. And there's one more further down, which is a bit bigger than that, but you are, I don't know about fishing it, because you are hemmed right in the corner down there. So, and you've got the lily pads down there as well. There's not a lot of option to cast actually, but you might be able to, you can see a bit more of the, if you see down here, right, if we can make out in the trees there, I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. Can you see that? I'm not sure. Yes. See where that house is down there? That is actually where you can just see it. Just in the trees there. That is the dam wall. That's where you go for the showers and toilets, and you have your food and all that down there. Breakfast brought to the swim if you want, or you can have it down there, it's up to you. And you have your dinner down there. I normally go down there about 5 o'clock. Dinner's at 6. I normally go down there about 5, quarter past, jump in the shower, and then straight in, have my dinner. What I do, I drive down there because it's like quite a walk. If you walk along this bank, especially if it's raining or something, it's a hell of a walk. It takes you a good 10 minutes to walk down there. I did it the first day, and ever since then I've been going in my car, because my car is only just behind the swim. I mean, that's not the reason I'm fishing this swim. I had this swim in mind before I left the UK, really. Looking at the Google Earth pictures and that, so it just looks a good place. And when the bailiff sort of said to me about it, and he fishes this swim as well himself, I thought to myself, well, yeah, and I hadn't even said anything to him, so I thought, yeah, that'll do for me. And there was fish showing anyway, so it had to be worth a go. I mean, there's my swim. I haven't got my towel out drying there from the shower, but that's all my gear. Got my stills camera there on the one of them self-take kits, you know. So you just pushed a little bladder, a little rubber bladder thing with your knee, and it triggers off the shutter. Pretty good, works well. Once you get it set up, I've got like a peg in the floor, so I know exactly where to put the tripod. And there, I'm in my swim now, and there's the bridge. Across the bridge through that gate, which has got a combination lock, and just to the right there you can see the top of a van. That's the lads down the way. My car's there, so yeah, nice little setup. All I need now is some more fish. I mean, I've had 18 in all, so ain't so bad. Just would like something a bit bigger, really. You know, would be nice just to put, like, bank one of the bigger ones in here. I think there was the other lad who had the 61-pound sturgeon. He was in that swim there. You can see it just there. I think he's gone home now, because I haven't seen him about this morning, and I was watching him. He was spodding before and that, and I haven't seen him. Plus he had the boat hooked up over there as well, and that's gone as well. So whether he's moved down the bank or he's actually gone, I don't know, because he's not had the food package, so you don't see him in the evenings. I only know what the bailiff tells me, but apparently that's a right nice swim. And there's another swim there, just that's like a point there. There's another swim just behind that tree that's just come into the foreground there. Just behind there, there's another one, and apparently they're two good swims. They look good swims as well. I mean, if you look at the geography of the lake, they do look like it'll be good places to pick up fish. So that's today. Other than that, bizarre, I lost one as well. That was it felt like a good fish. I mean, at the end of the day, every time you lose one, they feel like a good fish, don't they? But I have to say, that probably put a bigger bend in the rod than anything else that I've had at the moment. So whether it was just like one that was going crazy, or maybe it was a sturgeon, because they go mental, don't they? I don't know. But it did put a bigger bend in the rod, but I only had it on for about 15-20 seconds. It was running like the clappers, like kiting right round to the left, as though it was going to charge down the lake, and hook just pulled. So one of those things. You can't win them all, can you? But never mind. Anyway, I'll let you know if I catch anything else. Oh, I've made up this, so I'll show you. This is cranky, this is. just been sitting here bored basically, so I made up this catfish rig. That's a bloody deal pellet, little peep there. It's a bloody deal pellet, but I thought myself, now how can I make it pop up? So what I've done, I've bored it out a bit. I've put a couple of Nash monster squid pop-ups inside, and I've got 3 at the top and 2 at the bottom. I did have 2 each side, but then when I tied the hook on the rig, it sunk again because of the weight of the hook. I hadn't taken that into consideration. So now I put an extra one on the top, and it actually sits up like that in the water. Whether I'll get a take on it, who knows, but at the end of the day I've not had a take on the bottom on the catfish rod, so I thought I'd just try popping that up, just opportunist really, see what happens. And you never know, some of the maddest rigs have caught the biggest fish just by off chance, haven't they? So we'll see. If it does happen, I'll let you know. I'll have to name that rig. I don't know what you call it. Looks like one of them when they draw molecules and that, doesn't it? You know what I mean? On the old science, like. So maybe we'll call it the molecular rig or some crap like that. But we'll see if it catches a fish or not. I very much doubt it, but it's just worth a try. Nothing else is happening. Anyway, it's time to go out in the boat soon, and I'm going to put a bit of bait out. I might change the way I bait up tonight. I know I've been spreading it over a big area. I might just concentrate it on the end of the spit there between where the river comes in. I just showed you the 2 trees. I've been baiting round there, but I've been spreading out along to the lilies as well, so I've had a big area, big baited area. One of the reasons being because that wind was so high, it was just so difficult to get the rigs where you're trying to put them. So I thought to myself, well, at least if I've got a big baited area, and particularly in the dark as well, because where it's been cloudy, it's been absolutely pitch black here at night. You cannot see nothing out there, no skyline, nothing. So really you're just aiming at what you're hoping, where you've been casting from during the day. You're just hoping you're aiming in the right direction. So I thought I'd bait a big area, but tonight it looks better, so I'm going to concentrate it a bit more tonight, and maybe that will change. Maybe I'll get bigger fish, I don't know. But anything's worth a try anyway. I'll catch you later and I'll let you know what happens. I'm going to go and get baited up now. Hiya. Well, evening update time. As you can see, the light's going now. I've just got back from the having my dinner. Rods are back out. Big difference tonight. I mean, you can actually see the lake, see what's going on, which unfortunately not a lot at the moment, but at least you can see there's not a lot going on. Last night it was like a sea out there, you know, and the wind was hailing, the rain was coming down, but they're all out on their spots tonight properly, the rods, so I know exactly where they are. So hopefully we're going to get a bit of action. I mean, did have them 2 last night, as I said, but it was just such a nightmare of a night that I didn't do anything. Basically, I didn't even put the rods back out. I just like got the fish, weighed it, or didn't weigh the first one because it was too small. The second one was 20 pound 4 ounce, and just put him back because it was just a bloody nightmare. And I got a good night's sleep in the end out of it anyway, so that was worth having. Other than that, hopefully you're going to see me in the night with a fish or 2. If not, I'll see you in the morning. But I mean, look at it out there. There's loads of bats flying around here, but you can see. It's looking lovely, isn't it? Hopefully it's right for a bite. We'll see. I'll see a bats go across then. Flaming things, there's millions of them. Never mind. Anyway, latest. Oh yeah. Well, it's about I suppose it's about an hour since I last spoke to you. Just had a bite on her 18mm boilie topped off with a pink pop-up, and got it all the way about 10 yards from the bank. Seemed to be coming in alright, not a problem. Did feel a bit funny though. I got an idea it was a small cat, because I got it about 10-15 yards from the bank, and it just flat rodded me. couldn't believe it, like, it was so quick it happened, and the rod just went down like that. I couldn't stop it, and it pulled the hook. But yeah, but there you go, never mind. Still, I know I'm doing it right. I've had a bite, so hopefully there'll be more to come. But I'll give it a bit less clutch next time as well. I've been keeping the drag fairly tight because out there, round where I'm fishing, there is 1 or 2 snags, so I'm trying not to let them run into the snags, because on the first night here I did have one running the snags. I managed to get it out, but so I'm trying not to let them do that. But obviously maybe I should have, like, once I got him halfway across or something, backed it off a bit, you know, but never mind. Live and learn, don't we? Still, at least I'm doing it right. I did get a bite, so I'll see you later. Hopefully this time I'll get it in. Laters. Well, that was alright, wasn't it? That was 21-2, that little dumpling. He was a little dumpling and all, wasn't he, eh? God dear. First fish banked today, that is. Third one hooked. You start to doubt yourself, didn't you? I lost that one this morning. Mind you, I only had that on 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds at the most, something like that. And then that one, like, before that one, lost him at about 15 yards out, you know. And I know my rigs have been working and all that, because I've had like 16 fish on them. So, but there you go. I mean, it's just like you start to doubt yourself because you ain't caught nothing all day, or you ain't banked anything, you know. But it's been slow for everyone today, so I ain't bothered really deep down. It's just that it gets you on the surface, doesn't it, you know. But well, that's one on the bank now, so ain't a bad little fish, is it? Better than a kick in the backside. So anyway, I'll carry on. This rod's all back out now and that, all back in position. It's so dark here though, there's the way you got cloud cover all the time, there's no moonlight or nothing, so you're just guessing all the time. I can't even see the tree line over there against the background, it's just pitch black. But I think just standing where I normally stand, I sort of position myself parallel to the how the swim's laid out and the wood that lays the swim out. So hopefully that's going to work, and it's roughly in the right place. Certainly hit the clip anyway, no problem there. So hopefully it's somewhere, if not very close to the vicinity, but we'll see. Right, catch you later. Well, all's quiet on the western front, as they say. Didn't have no more after that one last night. I was gutted I lost that one in about 15 yards out. The flat rodded me. I still think that was a cat, you know, thinking back about it and all that, the way it was behaving. But who knows, we'll never know, will we? But dead flat calm. Weather's much different. I can see a bit of fizzing here and there. The trouble is it bream? It's not out on me spots anyway, it's odd fizzing here, sort of here and there. There seems to be quite a bit of predatory action. There's zander in here, and apparently there's some big perch in here and big pike as well. And last night you could hear the cats going, you could hear them, it's definitely cats. The noise they make, you can hear them sucking in, and their tails going on the top of the water like where they're coming up after the little ones. But no more carp, I'm afraid. I'm going to little change of tactic. I'm going to pull that rod I've got out for cats in during the day, and I'm going to put it out with a bit of luncheon meat on it, see if I can nick me a sturgeon. You never know, because I've got some big sturgeon in here, so maybe I'll get one, maybe I won't. But it's worth a try. It's done nothing, that rod, so I had one little touch on it where they got away with one of the pellets, but other than that, nothing. So I think I'll do that during the day, going to change it over now for a bit of luncheon meat on, and during the night I'll put it back out, try and get a cat on it, see how we go. Anyway, drink my cup of tea and make that change, see how we get on. Yeah, nothing's happened really. I went out and baited up. I had a snotty after I spoke to you this morning, about £6 or something. Baited up. There's been a couple of fish showing out there. That one I lost, the one I flat rodded me. I was talking to Mark, who runs it, and one of the lads along the bank there. They reckon it was a grass carp. I mean, I've never had one before, so I don't know how they play, but they reckon they come in like, they just sort of poodle in, get about 10 or 15 yards out and go mental, which is exactly what that did. So it could well have been, would have been nice. It's a shame that I've never caught one of those before. It would have been nice to have got one. You don't really see them in the UK much, do you? But anyway, not to worry. That rod that I had out for the cats, I've now put PVA bag with some luncheon meat in, a size 6 hook, a big block of luncheon meat on it. Hopefully it might pick up a sturgeon or something, you know. Because they've got some big sturgeon in here. They go up to, I think they go up to about 66 in here. That's a beep on that right hand rod, but I think it's only it's just a very slight breeze, and there's just like bits of debris blowing along in the water in the margin here. I think it's just that hit the line, you know. I've talking of that, I bought a set of the slim lights, the Delkim slim lights. I was using the Nightlight Pros before, like the Delkim ones with the duo carbs on, and I sort of like the stow bobbing style where you can fish with a slack line, because with the Nightlight Pros you can't really fish them with a slack line because they don't clamp on the line. But with the these new slim lights, you can fish them either way. You could have them just so they're running on the line, or you can actually clip them to the line. So, and they work really well. They're very sensitive. You get 3 weights. I'll show you them. So, you get like 3 weights with each one, a 5 gram, 10 gram and a 15 gram, so you can put them on there. They're in, like, they don't swing about in the wind, but what happens, I found with the when it's a bit windy, just they're so sensitive, just the weight of the line starts to make them sort of bob and that, and you keep getting false beeps. But they're quite good. They're very sensitive, which is, I like that, and they're light, so they don't put any drag on there. And as I say, we can fish them either way, slack or tight line, it don't matter, and you can clip them on or have them running, and they got a nice little action. They light up as well. They got a nice little action when they work. I'll try and show you. Actually, I'll do it the other way because they run in the. See how they run along in the little cradle? They're quite good, and they light up nice at night as well. You can see them easy, and yeah, I'll rate them. They're say £35 each, but then when you consider, alright, £35 quite a bit, but when you consider that a normal stow bobbin strike off a calder is £30 anyway, so for the extra £5 you're getting one that lights up, you know. I think it's worth its money. As I say, they work well, so I'm well pleased with them, and I've still got my others, so if I want to fish them, I only bought 3 of them. Because normally I only fish mainly 3 rods. You fish 4 here, but I've got 4 Delks, but I've just got the other one on the Nightlight Pro, because I thought, well, for the amount of times I do fish with 4 rods, wasn't really much point in getting the other one. But yeah, so all nice, pleased with them. All I need now is some more fish. I mean, I'm happy. Oh, lad down the bank there last night, and about 4 o'clock this morning, he had a 40, so that was good, and it means the bigger ones are getting closer to me and all. But yeah, but it's bizarre. Lee, who's fishing next to him, ain't had nothing, not a bite, nothing, since last Thursday. They was on the damn wall. Apparently that damn wall normally fishes well. It's been fishing bad for the last month. They've been calling it the dead wall. And Martin, who was further down in pt2, he's moved on onto the damn wall. We moved there last night because his missus, there's a couple of chalets that you can stay in up there, and his missus is here, and she was getting the hump staying in the bivvy because she couldn't watch the telly and what have you. So he's booked her in up there, and he's fishing. The nearest swim to it is called the falling down swim, but apparently it's crumbled so much you can't really fish in there anyway, so he's gone in the next swim along. But he never had nothing last night, no bites or nothing, so it looks like it was only me and Anne who oh yeah, no, the young lad further round in 6, Mark's half brother, he had a fish last night. I think that was a 35, something like that. He's had some good fish. He's only 13 and he's just started fishing, and all the best fish have gone to him. Unbelievable. But there you go, that's how it goes, isn't it? You can't you know, you can't make them pick up your bait, and what comes along comes along. If it's a 20, if it's a 30, if it's a 40, you know, you just don't know, which is part of the fun of fishing, isn't it? It's that unknown. But never mind, it's a nice day today. From the weather from late yesterday afternoon's carried on into the morning. There's a very, very light breeze. The cloud is much better now. We've got a bit of like blue sky up there, a bit of broken cloud. It's looking good, looking nice, brightened up, much more pleasing, pleasant to be around. See the lake better now actually. So it shows it up much nicer now because there's a bit of light on it instead of all that horrible what we had. But yeah, it's nice, looking nice out there today. You hear them dogs over the back there? I don't know what that is over there, but it's like the flaming hand of the Baskervilles here last night. They were going off last night. First night, I've not heard them before. And it's pitch black here, you couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see this tree line out here. I ain't been able to see that overnight. It's been so dark here. So you're casting into oblivion in the night. Cool, dear. There was a fish there. He must have only quite a size and all. He's just took something off the top there. I bet he's not 2 foot from the bank. Yeah, it's like the flaming hound to the Baskervilles. Them going off, pitch black, bats flying around. I was wondering what the hell was going on, you know. So I expect to see Boris Karloff come wandering along any minute. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and putter around. I think the bivvy needs to tidy up, sweep the leaves out of it and what have you know, where they keep getting dragged in as you walk in and out. You can't do much about that, but it's oh, you can actually see the lily pads now properly. It's that big lily pad bed over there. Just noticed that, like, you can get a good look at them. You can see them now. Nice big lily pad bed. I mean, they're obviously starting to die back now, but they're still there. Got a rod on the edge of them. I've had a couple of 20s off the edge of them in Where is it? Let me find it for you. Yeah. That's it. That bit. Right there. Had a couple of 20s off there. So, still. Right. On to do my housework then. I'll hopefully be updating you later with a fish. Be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see. Right, catch you later. Oh yeah, well, nothing's happening. Dead quiet. I've soaked some baits now in the old almond bait smoke. Tried that, put that on. Nothing's happening now. Sun's come out and that's nice. The cloud's broken up, and also maybe we'll get a moon tonight, so I can bloody well see what I'm doing during the night, and also I can see what's going on, because there's fish crashing out all over the place at night, but where it's been so pitch black you just don't know where they are. You can hear them with the direction, but how far out they are just don't know. Some of them, it sounds to me like the predatory fish, like the cats and that, are virtually in the margins. So I was in my bivvy last night and it was going, and it sounded like it was right behind my ear, you know, going big time. But just have to wait and see. I don't know how the others are getting on. I've not seen anyone for quite a while now. Going to be time to bait up soon, and then go and get showered and have dinner, and then come back and crack on for the night. Hopefully something's going to happen during the night. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I made my mind up yet with the full rod, whether to put the cat rod back out again or whether to keep it on the old luncheon meat, see if anything happens on that, you know. Just don't know, do you? What do I do? Do I? Don't I? Sort of, you know, I might leave the luncheon meat out as it happens, because there's nothing happened on the cat rod, so possibly that's just a waste of time. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too late for the cats. I mean, the boys that are fishing for cats down there, they seem to sort of think, well, we should be getting them at the moment, but like they're on the borderline going into, they sort of hibernate for the winter, don't they, cats? So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure yet. I'll make up my mind later on about that one. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I can't complain about my view and all that. It's like really very, very pleasant here, and the people and everything, and the peace and tranquility. It's just, you know, I was catching at first one night, hauling them in night, and then they've seemed to disappear. There's not so many showing out, and there's been a couple show over me spots. Oh, one's just gone in, big style, right in the corner out there, so you never know. But anyway, I'm going to crack on and go get ready and get baited up and that, and we'll just see what happens tonight, innit? I'll catch you later, hopefully with some fish. Right, well, at long last, first one out today. I've had to wait till this evening. It ain't massive, but it's a fish, so yeah, I'll take that. Hopefully there's going to be some more to come. I'll give him a little weigh. I reckon probably around about 14, 15 I should think. But it's been a dead quiet day today, so that is welcome. Better than nothing, you know. I mean, we all want to catch big ones, but sometimes just when one like that comes along, you're happy with it, you know what I mean? Up sitting here all day, you start doubting yourself, etc. Anyway, we'll get him weighed, get him back, and I'll let you know what he goes. Well, 16.6 that one was. Yeah, not very big, but it's all I've had all day, so you know, better than nothing. I'm hoping there's been some like big fish rolling in this swim today, or late this afternoon, early evening. I'm hoping I might pick one of those up. They've been rolling right over the spots as well, but hopefully they'll go for what I've got to offer. I've tried a couple of different things. I've put snowman on one of them with a coconut cream pop up on top of a nutcracker boilie. And oh dear me, what the hell was that? Now see, the end of the Baskervilles going off again. I don't know if you can hear it. What else? Oh yeah, I've done. I put soaks and baits in the old Almond Supreme bait smoke, and I put half of one of those on with a nutcracker. That's what caught that fish actually. So we'll see how that goes. I'll put that back on again, and then on the other one I've just got a double nutcracker boilie, and we'll see how we go on. They seem to like that here, the double 18mm boilie. I've had a few fish on that, so hopefully, bit of luck, you never know, might get another one. Anyway, I'm going to sit down, have a chill out, have a beer, and hopefully get another fish.